Good afternoon, everyone. It's a very exciting day. If you have been keeping up with our lives, we are releasing a patient today, and it is a beautiful Hawksbill sea turtle. I have Dr. Amy here today with me, and we are actually going to talk to you guys about how we led up to today's release. So, Amy, did she come in during the first or second cold stun event that we had?
That's a great question. She came in during our first cold stun event. It was a very exciting time because we never see hawksbills in our cold stuns. So we were all really shocked to see her.
Yeah. So actually, I heard that you might have been the one to intake her. So we actually have Carlos with us here today that I'm going to have him pull up our video. So Carlos, can you pull up that video? So if you guys are able to read lips, you can tell that Amy was very shocked and said, "That's a hawksbill." So can you tell us how you're feeling about that?
Oh my goodness, I have never been more surprised. Like I said, we have never seen a hawksbill in any of our cold stuns, at least not as long as I've been here. And so it was really exciting to see her come in. And you can see she was found at an area in Port Isabel, so a spot that we don't expect her to be in.
Oh, okay.
We were really shocked when we saw her come in, and it's been really exciting to be able to see her and have her here with us and make sure that she is healed up and ready to go back out.
Awesome. So what is the typical species that we see during a cold stun event?
We usually see green sea turtles. Almost every turtle that comes in during our cold stun events are green sea turtles, so it was really exciting to see this one.
So typically, where do hawksbills live or are hanging out during this time of year?
So normally our hawksbills are going to be in our Caribbean regions. They're going to be hanging out by coral reefs and eating and feeding around coral reefs. And they'll move around to different areas too, just like all our sea turtles. They'll kind of travel around a little, but we don't typically see them in our area, especially not this time of year. So it was really exciting because we also got the chance to put a satellite tag on her.
Awesome.
Yes.
And I think we actually followed your team today this morning and got some footage of that. So I'm going to have Carlos again pull up a video for you all to see that exciting moment. As you can see, we actually named the hawksbill. Her name is Cappuccino. And she already looks like she is ready to go, isn't she?
She was so ready. Absolutely. So we brought her in. We were able to kind of look at her, make sure we put this satellite tag in a spot that's a really good spot on her shell, just to make sure that she's nice and streamlined and can swim through that water really well. And as we're applying it, we were going through and using a couple of different things that we'll see probably pop up here soon. But we used just some adhesive that's made to go in the water. It's all very safe for her. And that way it makes it nice and secure and hopefully sends signal for a while for us.
Awesome. So what are you explaining there to Lindsay? I think that was
So that's part of our conservation team. We have both Lindsay and Dr. Dave with us. And we were looking to see what area on her shell will be the right spot for it. So just kind of like you want to make sure something's tailored for you. And it may look a little different on your body versus my body. We want to make sure we're doing the same thing with her and picking a spot that is a good area that fits with her shell.
Perfect. And what is that? It looks like you're sanding her down a little bit.
We sure were. So we do actually give her a little sand, and that just makes sure that it's a nice spot for that tag to attach and it doesn't just slip off right away.
Cool. And I see that she also has a towel on her head. Is that just to keep her a little calmer?
It is. It helps kind of just give her a little extra protection from, the adhesive that we're using, just that kind of thing. But also just it gives her kind of like a hat. It just gives her a little extra area to kind of stay calm, and that way she's just a little protected while we're putting it on.
I used to do that with my bulldog when I would bathe him. I would put a towel over his head. So what is the difference between a satellite tag and a pit tag that we normally put into our flippers of the sea turtles?
Yeah. So the pit tags that we normally put in the flipper is a tag that's just going to tell us that at some point we saw that turtle. So if it shows back up, someone will know that, oh, Sea Turtle Inc. tagged that turtle, but we don't know where it goes in between when it's seen. It's kind of like your dog or your cat. Like my cat, Alfredo, has a pit tag. So if Alfredo gets lost and shows back up to Friends of Animal, they'll know Alfredo's mine. But we won't know where Alfredo was while he was lost. But our satellite tag sends a signal to the satellite the whole time it's out there. So we can actually see where she's going to feed, maybe where she's going, different areas, all that while she's out there in real time.
Awesome. And so how long is that satellite going to last on her?
I'm very hopeful that it'll last for 6 months or more, hoping she cooperates and doesn't try to rub it off right away, which could happen. But hopefully it stays with us for 6 months or so we can see what she's doing and where she's going.
Awesome. And do you have any predictions on where she's going to head? If she's going to head towards like Florida or Mexico?
I think she might go south of Mexico, maybe go towards someplace south like that, someplace nice and warm with lots of coral reefs. But I'm not sure yet. I'm excited. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm going with Mexico too. I feel like it's closer. It's probably warmer.
Yeah.
So
I'm excited to see for sure.
Yeah. So we'll see. We're actually going to keep an eye on her, and so we'll have more lives. We're going to call it Coffee with Cappuccino, and we'll give you updates on where she is going or where she's headed, and maybe give you some ideas and predictions of what we're thinking. But I think we are getting ready there on the beach. We are going to be releasing Cappuccino on the beach side. And so she's going to be either heading, Florida or Mexico. And this is where typically Hawksbills are going. So, Carlos, do you know if Chris is already ready? Oh, there he is. Oh my God. So yeah, so they already got her out of the car and she is heading into the water. I mean, you guys get a really good view since Chris volunteered to wear a GoPro vest. So it is giving you that bird eyes view.
It is awesome to be able to see what she sees as she's headed back to the water. You can kind of see the way her flippers pop up just a second ago, and they'll probably do it again. She's basically ready. She's almost swimming already. Yep. She can sense that water. Look, there they go again.
And I love to see the scoots of the Hawksbill sea turtles. So different than the greens.
They are so pretty. And, we don't get the chance to see them that often. So it's really exciting when we get to see them because they are just so different and so beautiful. And, I've been asked, Victoria, about that paint that we use to put the satellite tag on.
Oh,
you see how
so
it's blue
stands
like
out
that?
A lot.
So it's blue like that just because that's the color that the paint comes in. But it's a special paint that will keep stuff from growing on it.
So she's in the water. It looks like she's acclimating a little bit, getting used to that water.
And that's not uncommon. She'll probably take off here in a minute or two once she kind of gets her bearings and senses where she's at.
Is it typical for Hawksbills to do that, float around a little bit?
Yeah, we see them just kind of say, oh, there she goes. All right.
All right. So if you guys are usuals to our patient releases, we are going to wait for a goodbye breath. Hopefully she will bless us with one of these, but it looks like she was very excited there. So we'll keep an eye out. You can see that first break there. Maybe we'll see that satellite tag give us a little glimpse breaking the surface.
And what you just mentioned, Victoria, when that tag does break the surface, that's when it sends that signal. Oh, so anytime she comes up to take a breath, it'll hopefully send a signal to us and we'll be able to see where she's at.
Perfect. Well, it looks like she took off real fast.
She was ready to go.
Yeah, she was ready to go. She was not even able to give us a goodbye breath there, but we're very happy that she is out there. We want to wish her the best of luck, and we will keep you guys updated with her satellite tagging. When do you think the first tag will come up?
That's a great question. I'm hoping pretty soon, but I think maybe next week sometime we might hopefully have an update, but definitely keep an eye out for our lives and watch our socials, and we'll let you know when we are coming on with another one.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So if you have any questions about Cappuccino or about our future events, please comment below and we'll get those answered, either myself or Dr. Amy here. Thank you guys so much for coming on this live. We really hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week, and happy Monday, guys. Bye.